straight stun. You don't like the way
I fuck with y'all little podcast.
Just Another Podcast, episode
1010. I'm
109 or 110. Back after a nice little break. It felt like a break. Was it a break?
About a week break.
A little break. You know what I mean? Do we need to talk about Drake first since we came into the pod talking about Drake? We don't want to. This is not a music podcast, but first anyway. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Shout out to all the new people following, subscribing, etc., etc. Shout out to the old people, of course. I fuck with y'all. Shout out to the people that's talking shit in the comments. I definitely fuck with y'all. Keep my algorithming. You know what I mean? Do y'all have something y'all want to say about Drizzy or no? Because I'm a fan in the stand,
like
so.
I didn't care for most of it, but the parts I did care for, I really cared for. So I felt like, and then I saw the Billboard thing, and they were like, it's the first.
It's a dance album.
Whatever. It was like the highest, whatever the fuck, streamed, whatever the fuck. And then it made sense. Like, I respected it. It's like a business move. So, whatever. And then he threw the extra songs in there just for us to, like, show us he ain't forgot.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Willie?
No, I think every artist at some point has the ability to create like a passion project. I think for him, he's at a place in his career where he wanted to do something different. I think a lot of the albums have a similar approach to them, and I think with this particular album, he decided to be more creative and really go into a whole different genre. So I think when you're an artist at that size or at his level, you're afforded the ability to make your passion project. So I mean, kudos to him, and I thought the project was solid. Just depending on the vibe that you're trying to set. So he's definitely going to have singles that's probably going to have a lot of crossover appeal, and he's going to reach audiences he probably hasn't reached before. So kudos to him, 100%.
Hood? Yeah, I don't know who that is. They banging that shit, though.
Yeah. G-Man Entertainment over there. Nah, you know, I already kind of told y'all my feel. I just had to let that shit marinate. I don't think I gave Drake do justice for real. Overall,
y'all are disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying?
B-Hood said Beyonce was better.
I like the Beyonce record. I think it's cool.
I just don't see how you can like the Beyonce record.
No. They're similar. They're very similar.
My nigga
There's
Drake.
the house. Yeah, it's all, high tempo. But you got to think about the person that I am. You know what I'm saying?
So don't like either of them.
No,
but you came in here and was like, no, but Beyonce shit hard.
Listen, and I'm well aware. Like, I feel like I'm very open.
He hit you with the Kanye like best dance project of the year.
Yeah. He was like, yo, Beyonce shit way hard. I was like, damn, nigga, it's one song. India?
When?
I feel like it's a vibe.
You want some cool shit with these sunglasses.
So, I had a contact hair in my eye.
Okay.
Necessary. Nah.
Not anymore.
But I feel like I like it because Drake is one of those people, like for me, I go out a lot. I enjoy the club scene.
You be outside.
Right. So like,
it's for people to be outside.
Like when I'm outside and I hear like F you, F that, like guns all the time. Like,
bad vibration.
I feel like that's what I'm used to, but Drake is one of those people that they play heavy in the club.
That's a fact.
So I feel like it's a nice little break from the stuff I'm used to hearing because it's like it's still upbeat. It's still not gonna like kill the energy, kill the vibe.
Not at
It's
all.
still a nice little bop. So it's like I can still have a good time and not hear all that other stuff that I'm used to. Like I'm happy he did a passion project because it brings a different type of dynamic.
Don't let
to the
Willie
environment.
say that this. We don't know this is a passion.
It is a passion
but
project.
realistically,
This
that's
is
how
a-
it comes
It
off.
You think so?
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
so,
business.
100%.
I think it's a.
No, I don't because even on the other albums, he's had other dance songs on there. I think he made a decision that I really like this vibe. He talks about listening to other type of genres, and I think he felt like it's something he wanted to create. He didn't really create it for I need money or I need to do this. I think he created a project that he was passionate about. It's something that spoke to him. He even when people initially talked shit about it, he actually gave a rebuttal. It's like y'all not gonna like it now, but we ahead of y'all.
Yeah, I really do believe. I think within the next, 6 months to a year, this is gonna be the temperature. Like I think this is gonna be, like it'd be origins and shit. Like when Migos came out with Versace back in 2013, I feel like that was like an origin that started a trend of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Drake doing this. You got Beyonce followed up with her single. I think this is gonna be like a
wave.
It's gonna be a wave.
And there's definitely strategy behind it. You can have a passion and a strategy. Obviously, he kicked it off for the summer. Right. We all know, like India just said, people are going to be out more in the summer, and you're put a dance project out where you're going to get people to hear it more often. So yeah, it makes sense. But definitely, he's had these type of songs in his last few projects.
This ain't far from
exactly
passion fruit.
Yeah, that's
y'all are all haters because the passion fruit's about.
But what I'm saying, so like, yeah.
But I would see when I think passion project. To your point, shit that don't make no money. But I think when you talking about somebody who, a lot of these rappers rap about the same shit, no matter what they live in. Drake is like a world traveler. So when he spends a lot of time in London, you got a lot of that grime sound because he's always around different mixes and sounds and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I guess the way I define passion project is being able to feel confident enough, very similar to what Kanye did with 808s, that you're in your career where you can make a project and it's not, somebody's not gonna say, oh, your shit flopped or you're not gonna lose audience. You feel
but they
like
don't say that anyway.
Nah, I don't. I think even with Drake, I think he's gotten to a point where you can say you don't like the record, but you can't say it's gonna flop. Like what
They project him at 230. People were saying it's a flop. That's what people are saying.
That was first week numbers? I thought it was second week.
Yeah, but when you're already number one on Billboard and you're literally just dropped a project, when did the last project drop? Didn't it drop?
That's in a category that nobody's in though.
What do you mean?
It's a number one in Billboard for dance, not.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
that's like if I drop a book on a Tuesday and nobody else drops on Tuesday and I'm number one on Tuesday, that makes me number one selling author.
So if he was worried about but if he was worried about that, and he would have never made it. I feel like Drake is at a point in his life where you can make a project like this, a passion project, and not have to worry about that. Drake's image, career, nothing will not be impacted by this album, whether you like it or not.
When I think passion project, though, I think like
something better than that.
No, not even better. No, just something.
Then our
like
definition of passion project is different. Passion project says I'm gonna do this because I want to do this.
This is for him.
Right, and this is for me, and I'm not gonna worry about all the political things that come with it. That's, to me, it's the definition of a passion project. Because we all know he could have dropped the Scary Hours shit. He could have just did another project that's like all his other projects, and we all would have loved it. We'd all have stand it out, and we'd have moved on.
Right.
That was easy, to be honest with you.
I agree.
I guess so. I don't agree with your definition of a passion project.
What's your definition?
I just feel like something that has, like the way you explained it sounded too clinical.
How do you define it?
I guess it's something that like I pour my soul into, right? It's something I pour my soul into and other people can feel that I poured my soul into it. This idea that this was a passion project for him is not like...
So do you think his other albums weren't passion projects he didn't pour his soul into?
Listen, that's arguable. This is all very debatable. I'm sure we could all pick one that is probably our favorite and be like, oh, that one, I feel like he put the most into it because that's the one we resonate with more.
So my definition of a passion project is a project that you do without thinking about the backlash or the political.
It ain't no rules to this shit.
Right.
But he's too big to fail.
But that's
right. That's my point.
That's not a passion.
No, it is.
Passionate.
No. So you think about it. If we even look at it like when we used to watch Entourage, when did he make Medellin? He made it after his best project that he had did right before. When you get to a certain point where you can where like actors and musicians, they now set the tone, they set the bar. I know they didn't know.
But you know he was trying to make Medellin for years.
Yeah.
So they had a passion around the story.
Right. So
you think he's got a passion for dance music?
Yes, because that's
for
why.
Dance music.
Listen. Because why do you think he dropped dance tracks on like the last 2 to 3 albums? You're checking the temperature. No, you don't think
Rihanna and Me Doing One Dance is a slap,
bro? Bro, so you don't think that, especially when knowing how strategic this guy is, and they talk about it all the time, you don't think he's been thinking about a dance project for the last 2 to 3 years?
I think he's been thinking more of an R&B. Like if we got all Jadeds on a project, I think that would. I would have.
Honestly, I think Scorpion was an R&B project for the most part. What are you talking about?
Half of it wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. But he's actually dropped dance songs on the last 2 to 3 projects.
He does that on every project.
That's my point. So
that's not new.
So Hood, you don't think that he's been putting that out to get a temperature of seeing how people react to dance music before he puts out this project? You think that was just all a happenstance?
No, I think they're hit songs.
Willie, I think we understand what you're saying. We're just not rolling.
No, you don't.
No. I agree with half of what Willie's saying. Like I agree with the passion project part.
If we were talking about somebody from a musical standpoint, where we really think Drake's in his bag, he's passionate about music in general.
No, but Hood, you don't think that he puts out certain songs to test the waters to see if this is something he wants to compound upon? When he start bringing doing the whole London vibe like we were talking
war
about.
shit. I hate that.
Bro, but
war is hard. But you gotta stop.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna fire you, nigga.
Standing on that shit, bro. That's the worst Drake record ever in life.
So why didn't he drop a whole project like that then?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But you don't. How many track? You know, he did like 2 or 3 songs like that.
Right.
And he also had the young nigga he was trying to bring up.
Right.
Where's his project?
What
That's
one
your
young
mind.
nigga?
The one he dropped on with that was his artist. The fucking the track you only know because Drake is on it with the young nigga that's actually signed to him.
Pop Can, not Pop Can.
God damn. Are we
One
gonna
of
have to
them
look it
niggas.
up?
I know what
It
you're
doesn't
talking about.
matter.
But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Drake, you know, if he wanted to drop an entire project like that, he would have. I think he literally puts out songs to test the waters.
what's up.
Yes, he
To
does.
see if people gonna vibe.
Yes.
Dropping a track with Rihanna, I'm down to test.
I'm
the
not talking
waters
about just
too.
Rihanna.
Well,
I'm talking about
all those
Okay,
dance
wait,
tracks are hits. Dropping a song with Georgia Smith, I'm down
Listen,
too, bro. Bring
Willie,
her
but
around.
I feel like
I'm
that's
gonna cook up too.
contradictory just a little bit.
What do you mean?
I feel like because you just said a passion project is something you do without caring about what other people think, but you're saying then he drops tracks to see what people think.
No, I'm saying he's testing to see how interested he is to drop the project. So he's saying, hey, this is something I'm passionate about, so I'm gonna do
Oh,
one
will
song.
they
I'm gonna
think
do another
it's
song.
fire?
Yeah.
And then he's gonna say, I'm gonna go out and put it out. I think this, to me, looking at his career, look at his
I'm
album.
still looking for external.
No.
validation.
What I'm saying is, I think this was the time where he can do it and not have to worry about it. I think there were times like,
Not have to
'cause
worry
all right, I'll
about
put it like this. You
impact?
think? Do you guys remember when Scorpion dropped? Do you think he could have dropped a dance project in the middle of a Pusha T beef?
Right.
No.
Right. That's
Right.
Yeah, and then after Scorpion, people were kind of like, and then the next project. You think he could have dropped this after Scorpion?
Artists
No.
do it all the time.
They
Though.
do it
Like
all
even
the
with
time.
Gunna, because I was watching Gunna's interview on the Breakfast
Gunna's
Club.
not Drake, bro.
No. I'm not trying to compare artist wise. I'm just saying in relation to Passion Project.
Right.
He said this was the first album this last album that
Yes.
he did. This is the first album where I felt comfortable and I wanted to do what the fuck I wanted.
And I feel like Drake over the last
I've never
couple.
heard a whole Gunna.
No, yeah, but this is my point. Is like where Drake is at.
3 songs in, they're all the same.
I feel like
shit.
Drake is constantly fighting expectations, and I feel like him launching this one was really like since the fucking mixtape where you're like, okay, I can do something, and it's not like I have enough like of my art out there to where I don't have to worry about where
You
this
felt
goes.
it was a safe space.
I'm not rolling. It is a safe space. I just signed a deal
don't.
for $500 million.
I just
I
said
can do what I
You're
want.
not rolling.
But bro, but that's
He
not.
just signed a deal for $500 million.
Bro, so we all agree. So if we're talking about the most successful business musicians, are we talking about where people are in their art form? Don't we agree that each artist like literally are like progressing their musical craft? And a lot of times
I don't agree that most.
No,
artists
I'm
are.
saying
I think
that-
most
I'm-
artists stay in that pocket because that's what
Are we
they get
talking
their
rap
money.
music? Or are we talking about like real art, like people? Are we
Musicians,
talking about artists?
period.
Artists. I don't
No.
feel like they all do that. I mean, not the artists that I probably would
The
consider
most of
artists.
them
Number
do.
of them.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The mass majority stay in a pocket.
Okay.
The few that we really see as artists, like,
Yeah, like me,
true
yes.
form artists, the Tyler the Creators,
The Kendrick's album didn't sound like anything
Yes,
he had dropped
they
before.
do different things
Yes.
all the time.
Right.
I wouldn't. This isn't different.
To
This
me-
is just a whole
to-
album of something
So,
that most niggas
I'll
don't.
I'll just say when I'm listening to Drake's project, to me it reminds me where Kanye was when he dropped 808s. That's how.
Yeah.
See, I
how it gets
disagree
me.
because Kanye's
No.
life was going through
No,
something.
no,
about to say-
no. But we'll look at where Kanye was when that was after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Not 808s.
No, it was or after.
808s is before my.
No, but what he had dropped was not Graduation. It was what's the track with Big Brothers on it? The album, not Graduation.
No, Big
Was it
Brothers
Graduation?
on Graduation.
Late Registration, Graduation, then 808.
Yes.
At Graduation, bro, he's probably the biggest artist in the game at that point.
Then my mother passes away. Then
Right.
life
Yeah,
changes.
right.
Now I
So-
feel
so-
something
so-
different.
so you think-
just like I'm saying,
That's
Drake,
bad.
You think
Drake
he-
travels the
Yeah.
world. He has a 757 with an
So you
island
think
side.
his
So I go to
So-
island to island to island. I'm on dance
So,
bars.
bro,
We're on
so,
a
bro,
boat, nigga.
you think it
I don't
was-
want to rap about
you-
spinning your block.
No,
He rap
so
about his life
you
and
think
death.
that
He
no wait.
died.
So you think he doesn't drop 808s if his mom doesn't pass away?
No, I don't think
No.
that's
Bullshit, bro. Kid Cudi's on his album at this time. He drops tracks with autotune before all of this.
Yes, but
like
a whole
you can see it
project
coming,
is
That
different.
is
A
true.
song and a whole project are different.
bro.
Right.
That's so I'm saying the same
You
thing.
saying it's
Drake,
the breadcrumbs?
yeah,
Like, I
thank
hear
yes. Drake was leading to this project, and when he says it on an interview, we're gonna come back on this podcast, and I'm gonna play the clip.
Where are you gonna see that?
Yeah, 'cause
This
he's gonna
nigga's
talk
done
about
3
it.
interviews
Right.
in his whole
He's gonna
career.
talk about it. He's gonna
done
talk-
3 interviews
he's
his
gonna
whole career.
address it.
Where's the interview
He's gonna
video?
address it. He's gonna address this
I don't
project.
think so. I think
Okay.
he's just gonna say, I be on boats with bad bitches all around the world,
gonna address
and this is what we do. So when you go to the Maldives, play my shit. And if you don't go to the Maldives, play Lil Durk. No shade. If you're in a club, there's 2 different types of ways to handle that.
Give me your glasses.
I ain't
For
doing
that
that.
shade.
Nope, can't do that.
No, that's not shade. That's just most people like. Well, the vibrations is different. If you all over the place, all right, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Okay.
Go sit
get it.
poolside and put on. Honestly, never mind.
All right, I'm gonna pee.
Oh my God, nigga, we just started.
I waited till the end of a chapter.
Quick break. All right, and we're back. Did you open up your things?
Yes,
What
I
pop? Hell, that looked like the
They
nastiest
just had the strawberry one. I
Pop-Tart.
prefer the maple and brown sugar.
I used to be fat, so I like Pop-Tarts. I agree with
You
you.
like
I like the
strawberry?
crust of Pop-Tarts.
You like
My
the
nigga.
Willie do like basic flavor.
Yeah, I do, man. I like Pop-Tarts in general.
I like Pop-Tarts too.
And I would eat a strawberry
I
Pop-Tart.
don't
I
like
would
the
not.
inside of Pop-Tarts.
I like Pop-Tarts.
I get exotic
I'm
with
with you,
my
Lydia.
flavors. God damn it! Can I restart, please?
You're the one that
I know. I'm like, God damn
You
it!
shouldn't have said the rap.
No edit.
I know.
No, I'm cutting that out, man. God damn it!
No,
Cut that
you
shit
should
out.
have down that rabbit
I'm
hole.
cutting all that shit.
Keep that.
Usually it's Lydia, but that was you.
How do you feel about toaster strudel?
Right, we hear the pod, so
Stop
we hear the pod, so we was gonna keep.
I know.
going.
Take 2, and we're back. God damn it! I work with these nuts. Anyway, all right, we got to talk about it, guys. Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. Do we let the women speak first?
Definitely.
Yeah, we have to, right?
Yeah.
Especially black women. We have to.
Are you percolating?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
we speak a language. I just kind of think that
I was about to ask a really private question, but never mind.
the answer is no.
Same.
Okay.
But I
So now I
thought
can ask:
about
Have
it.
y'all ever had an?
No.
Right.
Okay.
No. But if you don't know a handful of women who has, then they don't trust you with that information.
That's probably true.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very common thing. But what I'm most concerned about is that there are certain times when. Oh, actually, you might want to say a schmortion.
Schmorshmortion.
Schmortion.
Oh no, I do have to edit it out.
Yeah,
That
you
shit'll
do.
flag your video.
Right. So
Schmorshmorshman.
there is certain times where schmortion is life-saving. Like it's a thing. Like she's gonna die. Or perhaps have this baby that is potentially already like not living. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to those sort of things, I just feel like, did anybody think about that thoroughly? And they just didn't give a fuck? Because a life is a life, according to them, right? So that means mine matters too. And I'm already here. And I might not be. So that's my point.
Yeah. I feel like, to add to your point, to piggyback off your point, like, there are times when I feel like they're critical for the woman that is here's well-being. Because not only that, like, when they have there's a chance that the mom could pass away giving birth, but also, like, it's 9 months. That is a very traumatizing time for a woman who may have been
Schmaped.
So it's just like, that's one of those times where if this child is a product of everything that will remind me of the hate that I feel in my life, if it's a product of just pure anger and rage, no, I don't really necessarily want to bring this child into the world. Do I understand that there are options once the child gets here? Absolutely. But during those 9 months, it's a time where that could completely mess up my mental state. It can completely ruin me and who I am, because now it's a constant reminder that I'm bearing the fruit of a horrible situation.
For sure. And it's just
So,
shitty out here in general.
Yeah, it's absolutely bad.
I
And on
guarantee
top
you,
of that,
everybody
like,
that has suffered from depression has said, I did not ask to be here.
facts.
Mm.
Facts.
That's a thing.
And that's truth. And like, the kid can feel like any fetus inside of you can feel everything you're going through. So that's why, like, women get put on bed rest a lot of times if they're going through something very stressful, very strenuous to their current situation, because the child can feel it and the child is not going to react in a very positive way. So now you're giving way to women out here possibly having miscarriages. So now you're raising a rate of fatality just by saying a
Anyway.
life is a life.
Right.
But the difference is, it's the life of the life that you forced me to keep,
Right.
versus getting rid of this life and still being able to go on with my life and not mess up the quality of my current lifestyle.
And also, stress biologically is not good for a fetus, or it's not good for the growing of neurons and stuff like that. Like, you can mess all that shit up.
Yeah. And then, like, I feel like Roe v. Wade is one of those, it's one of the more known cases where it's been brought to the Supreme Court for other cases. So it's like one of the ones that our laws are precedents on. And also, when Roe v. Wade first came out, they even attached it to your rights. They gave it, then they attached it to the 9th Amendment, and they attached it to, I believe it was like the 10th or 14th. I could be very wrong with whatever.
A different one.
Yeah, but it was a different one. And one was the 9th Amendment was attached to that for the right to do what you wish as your, like, with your body for smortions. But also it was attached to the right of privacy, which was a different amendment.
Oh, yeah. True.
So now you're literally taking, you're not just digging up one part of history. You're digging up the basic foundation of history. And it's like, how far will they take it if they're willing to do this?
Very far. You gotta protect the white people.
So, I mean, I want to level set two things. Number one, Roe versus Wade being overturned, if we want to get very technical, all it does is now punt the idea or the law of abortions
to the states.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
So all it does is punt it back to the states. So each state will now be able to represent itself around this issue individually.
Correct.
And obviously, if we're out there voting and we're out there making sure that we're making an impact, the state should represent the majority of the beliefs that happen in that state.
For sure.
So that's number one. Number two, though, I do not believe the government has a role in deciding what a woman does with her body. So I do agree with the two women on the pod that at the end of the day, it should always be a woman's decision.
Everybody here at Just Another Podcast agrees with the women.
Yeah, and fortunately, there are going to be states that are still going to be pro-woman's choice. It's unfortunate for women that may reside in states where it's not a woman's choice, and they will have to probably travel to a state where there's woman's choice.
Talk about
If
that.
they can.
Because they said they're making it illegal, too, if they're traveling to do so. That's what I heard.
But
I think
lot
that
of big companies have already backed that. They already said they will cover travel expenses as
Yeah.
one of the benefits for women to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's very hard ways to govern that. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it's disappointing that they punted that issue because it is such a big deal about women's rights. And I've always been a big believer that this is the one issue on the conservative movement that I do feel like has a lot of hypocrisy, because the conservative movement is really based on foundation around small government, so government not intruding on our lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this particular issue, they literally say government step in and make a decision on our lives. So this one to me has a lot of hypocrisy in it. It's disappointing that.
What are your thoughts on I forgot her name, but the white congresswoman who jumped out there and was like, "This is a victory for white lives."
Yeah, no, I heard
That's
that.
part of the reason why. Well, part of the. I don't want to call it a conspiracy because it does seem to be aligned, but with.
Motivation.
Yeah, part of the motivations for overturning it is so that, the white population is, as time goes by, right, we're all catching up. This is to keep that advantage.
Yeah, I'm sure there's all kind of backroom deals and all that kind of things that this aligns to. But I mean, I think ultimately, my stance on it is it should always be a woman's choice. I'm not here to say it's right or wrong. I have my beliefs personally about the idea of it and being on both sides of it. But I think that's not the debate. And I think that's where I think a lot of people get caught up. It's not about if you agree with it. It's not if you're saying you're pro. It's not saying we can argue about where life begins. I think the bigger concept is, but who gets to decide? And in that point, I think the woman who has to go through the 9 months should be the decision maker. And so that's
for sure. And that's what's saying that even with, like, say you were with a woman. Now, I've never had to deal with any of this, abortion, none of that. But if I was with a woman and she decided to make that choice, it's really her choice. As a man, I don't really have the right to say, no, you carry my baby, should have my baby. I could voice
Your opinion, absolutely.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's her right. I agree with Willie. It's her right to choose. Now, it does get into some nuance and dicey, and we could talk about if a guy says he doesn't want to take care of the kid, but you decide to have the kid, what are his rights? But I don't know. Tough. We're in some dark times. Get your asses up and go vote.
Literally.
Stop posting about it and go fucking vote. Half the people posting, I know you bitches didn't vote.
Make sure you register to vote. That's important.
And now to Willie's point, this is more important that you vote on the state level.
Facts.
Right? Because they didn't change it. So, like, I mean, I seen a map, Complex put a map up on Instagram of all the states that are already, what's the term they use? Basically
Banned.
reversing. Yeah. What'd you say?
Outlawed it already?
Yeah, but all the states that did that, y'all lucky we in a blue state for the time being. But we right there on, you got to go vote.
Right.
Goddamn.
On a local level too, not just
No, on the local level is
like,
actually more
because
important.
they rub shoulders with these people. So it's like you want to get heard at the very beginning, at the smallest level, so that way you can make a bigger impact.
I personally think I wish a lot of our laws were more federal than state, because states do weird things.
They do.
If everything was more of like, you go to one state and this, they got ABC stores, but they got liquor stores, but then you go,
Right.
it's crazy, man. It's super crazy, but I don't know. This is women's business, so I don't have too much to say on it. I agree with Willie. I agree with you guys. I do believe a woman has the right to choose. It sucks that on a federal level, they're basically saying depends
don't
on where
care.
you
Do
live.
what you do.
Yeah, do what you do. And honestly, I think it's gonna get a little more dicey from here. They about to change a whole bunch of shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your boy Trump out there talking.
Loud. I mean,
And it's really
loud
because
right
of him,
now.
though. In that
You think it's because of him?
He was
He
the
made
one
it
that
a
set
safe
the
space.
judges, the three judges that's in there now. Type shit.
Yeah, that's partially true. Well, I mean, not what you're saying. What you're saying is 100% accurate, but
Right.
at the end of the day, I mean, you vote for judges too.
Right.
No, but
They,
the Supreme-
this lifetime shit.
Yeah, but the
Like,
Supreme
they-
Court is appointed, and like,
Supreme Court's appointed, but you still end up being a judge somewhere, and then you work up the ranks.
No, what I'm saying is though, but to Hood's point, like it ties back to us voting Trump in. Trump then strategically was able to set up a conservative Supreme Court,
Yep.
and this was just the chickens coming home to roost off those appointments.
Yeah. And then he gets to say from
Yeah.
on the back end,
Yeah, I
look
did
at the
that.
victory we did.
Right, absolutely, to rally up the base just
Yep.
in case.
Yeah. Get y'all asses up and go vote, man. Stop thinking it's just about the president, black, white, all that shit, man. It's about how it affects you, especially at the local level. What else we got on here? Dang. This is when I need to play some happy music. See?
Some
Great vibe.
No, we all right. We all right.
Do y'all want to talk about the verses? Me and Willie didn't watch it. Did you watch it, Hood?
I didn't watch it. I seen a lot of highlights though. I heard it was
All
Mario's
I seen was
concert.
Omarion on
Yeah,
stage with a
yeah.
watermelon. And that's when
And
I knew
didn't
I'm
do
glad
it right.
I didn't watch it. What did he do with the watermelon? Come on, break it down. Oh, shit. Lord, Willie's our versus correspondent. Let's go.
versus correspondent. It was okay. The watermelon thing was like supposed to be educational, but it wasn't.
Was it seedless? What I'm confused.
Shut the fuck.
What are you talking about? It was educational?
It's kind of like women with the cucumbers at the hot girl parties. It's kind of like that.
He was trying to show people how to eat box on a watermelon?
Yeah, but did a terrible job. That was the thing. So Twitter lit up in the night. So yeah, but basically, I don't know. I watched the whole thing. Granted, I went
I
to
know. I'm
YouTube.
like, what?
No, I watched it the following day because I saw there was so much tea brewing. Right.
I hate when people.
So I went to. It was hot. So, she showed me some shit on Instagram first, a very, very long letter. But if you know what I'm talking about, you should read it. And then I had to go watch the episode because I need it straight. You know what I'm saying? And it was 4 hours long, number one, which is a lot. And the first half of it was Bobby Valentino and Pleasure P and Ray J and Olim
I seen
and
Ray J,
Sammy
I did see Ray J.
having a
Kid.
singing battle, right? But doing the most, like the most. They should have had some church talents or some shit. But it was a hot ass mess. It was hilarious. Ray J can't sing, but we knew that. He was mad
Y'all
that
not gonna hate on Ray J on here.
he was. I'm not hating on Ray J. But I said what I said.
Fucking icon.
But I
And he
said
should
what
be
I said.
treated as such.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying he can't sing. We knew that.
Nah.
But we really saw it.
Y'all ain't gonna
And he was
Nah,
big
nah.
mad that the only song they played for him was One Wish. He was mad.
Y'all not gonna disrespect Ray J on my platform.
Nah,
But don't forget, y'all, he got Sexy Can I too.
I did. No, that nigga got hits. I did hear that all of them niggas' vocals was off that night, though. Except
only one
for
that was like,
Mario.
all right
I mean, not Mario,
Bobby
but
V.
Mario. Yeah, Mario was the only one that
and-
got it. Jeremiah is not a good live.
Oh my God. That was hilarious. I ran that back. Like,
He was
I ran that
giving
back a
out
couple
roses to the
times.
hoes and shit in the audience.
I had a good chuckle. But yeah, when it came to Omarion and Mario, it was just more of a hot mess because we should have all known that Omarion cannot outsing Mario.
We should have.
He
Should have
can't.
known that.
Yes, we should have known that. Y'all didn't know that?
Where did we find this research?
I'm about to say, if I
No,
had
I'm
to say
saying
who's the
vocally.
bigger star, I'm just.
No, vocally.
I don't know
He
any of
literally
them.
I don't
cannot
think
out-sing him. He don't have the pipes, is what I'm saying. We should have all known that. If you didn't know that, I'm gonna need you to go back and listen. But either way,
I
you
don't
could just
argue
tell
with
that
Chris
he knew
Brown's
that.
sons.
okay.
All
Okay.
Chris Brown's children do whatever the fuck. Nobody cares.
I'm just saying. Omarion was well aware of that, which is why he had a whole bunch of other fuckery come out. He had like 7 different guest stars come out and sing
Tank.
in place of him. He had a bunch of dancers. He danced everyone, and he was doing the absolute most, rolling on the ground, humping the microphone, all type of shit. Yeah,
But wait, I didn't watch the battle. But didn't you say he had like sing with me? Like he had
Yeah,
moments where he
every
wanted
time he was
everybody
like,
to sing
"Sing
for
with me."
him.
Crickets. And it was bad. And then Mario didn't do shit. He didn't have nobody else with him for real. I think I saw like 1 or 2 dancers maybe for a half second. He just fucking sang. And everybody sang with him because we all know the words. And he
I
just
only
fucking
really
sang. And then
know
he
one
cut out
Mario
each
song.
song. At the end of each song, he pretty much performed the damn song again, but a cappella. And it was crazy. And every time he goes like this, he didn't have to do anything. It just worked. It just worked. And Omarion knew that, and he did not lose gracefully. It was nasty work. And there was like, you could tell there was beef and awkwardness between the two of them about the like millennial tour shit. Now Mario's not on the second one, but neither is B2K. And then there was a whole bunch of B2K
Mario was on the
beef.
B2K. I don't even know. All right, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This correspondence is about to be over.
Uh,
This is the worst recap I've ever
It's
heard
really
of
not.
anything.
You just didn't watch it.
I didn't
You don't
watch
know what
it,
I'm
but
talking
this is
about.
not a captivating recap for the viewers. I hope y'all watched it so y'all know what
It
you're talking
isn't?
about. I don't know. We didn't watch it.
basically,
Kinda
like what she was saying, Mario won the verses. Like,
I heard that. I heard.
it was
lot.
his show, basically.
I heard.
lot.
Just a lot of.
I wasn't. All right. I have a better question. Is Versus dead? Because I don't know any. There's
No, for entertainment value. That was entertaining. I chuckled.
But did you watch it live? You said you watched it on a rerun,
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube the day
and
after.
you didn't pay to watch it, so it might be dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. They said there was like 10,000 people in the seats.
At one point, they was doing real numbers.
Real rap. The last time I probably watched verses was Jada Locks and Dipset.
I watched
That's the
that
last
one.
one.
That was a
Yeah.
great one.
That was historical.
I've only watched one versus this entire time.
Really?
Willie's way cooler than that.
No, I only watched
was
Jeezy and Gucci.
That was a great one too.
I had
That
to.
was crazy.
Yeah, that was
Great
cla-
one.
yeah.
That was a great one too.
Yeah.
2 Chainz and Rick Ross. I watched that one.
That
That
was
was alright.
great.
It was cool. It was cool.
It was all right. But
So
I
which
thought
one was the best one? Since
best
I
verses?
Yeah.
The best verses were before it was like all this hype around.
So which
it was
one?
just on IG.
need
I like the
this.
producer ones better.
For real.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm
like-
still gonna say Jada, the Locks and Dipset for real.
That might have been when it was at the pinnacle of like them doing it live. But
Yeah.
who else had a really really good verses? I don't know, man.
Because when it was still on
that
IG
Jeezy Gucci one was
Yeah.
fire,
That-
nigga.
Because when it was
Magic?
still on Instagram with the shit, all the buffering and technical
Yeah.
difficulties, and I'm like, nigga.
And I will say that was a factor even when I was watching it, but I still felt like I needed to do my homework.
Jeezy and Gucci just had like, because you know it was like real.
Go dig it, go
Like,
dig
it
them up.
wasn't for
That nigga was
versus, like, yeah, that was like real like shoot 'em up beef.
Yeah.
So like for me, I felt
That was a good
like
one.
yeah, that was a
that
versus
was-
with
that might
real
have been the
street
best
beef. Yeah.
Go dig your pod up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Ooh.
Shit was
Well,
sick.
I think versus is done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really checking for the verses. I don't be knowing what day they come on anymore. I definitely don't want to see Mario and Omarion.
He did bring out Mario's pretty petty though, because he brought out a fake B2K cast to do the like viral dance that Omarion did.
See, I don't even know anything.
Maybe we're too old for
Yeah,
it.
we're getting too old.
And that's maybe what it is.
I'm removed.
I'm sorry.
That's classic. You don't remember
Unless,
the
like-
red jacket? He had the red jacket. He did like this at the end.
No.
He stuck his foot out like that.
I'd have missed the pettiness.
Missed it.
Oh my god.
I seen it, but I wasn't.
You know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
And then even to the point, like I seen Chris Brown was just on Drink Champs, and he was saying he would have to go against like Usher. They're like too big for verses at this point.
Yeah.
Like Outside is back open. They can actually go do actual shows. I did watch Usher's set at Something in the Water. It was actually pretty good. I don't want to talk about Something in the Water with y'all because I don't want to seem like I'm.
I watched
downing.
that too.
I did stream most of it. I have my passes here. I didn't get to go, but
I heard logistically it was trash.
I heard. Pharrell's set was like half of what he did on the beach, minus the guest on the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like almost all those same tracks. So I'm like, oh, this is when Jay-Z came out.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z didn't come out, obviously.
And then on his set, he pulled out T.I., who brought out his son.
T.I. did
but
like
he
8
was
songs.
not
All right, I
there.
told y'all I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to bash it. I don't want to bash it. I just want to speak highly of it. Shout out to Pharrell. Shout out to the Clips. We was seeing Malice. Shout out to Mouse. He be at the gym. That's my dog.
I want you to say what you was gonna say.
Nah, I can't.
I want you to say what you was gonna say.
I'm not gonna bash it. Keep doing y'all thing. Hopefully it comes back to the beach. All right. Yeah. Hopefully it comes back to the beach. I have a clip I want you guys to react to. True or false? Do men like independent women?
That is a fact. I'm almost willing to say all.
Nah, that's it.
I ain't gonna say that.
Go ahead.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Because the
I'm about
word
to throw up
independent
in my
means
cup.
I don't need you, and that's exactly what
No,
we was
it
talking about.
doesn't,
Yes,
cousin.
look it up. Yes, it does.
Look it up.
Yes, it does.
I want an independent, strong woman.
Let me get y'all.
I need
Yes,
it.
sir.
We don't need, that is a defense mechanism. It is out of habit. It is out of, I have to do this. Independent, strong women do not want to do that. They
And let
want
me
to
ask
rest.
that.
They want
Let's
to be
break
a woman.
down that an independent woman is actually just a functioning human adult.
No, she's
that is the
not.
dumbest.
Person.
In the ring,
That's
your
a
own car
person.
and your own apartment. Yes,
You're not
I'm 28.
independent.
I don't need you
You're
to
not
get
in-
up. Okay,
All right. Shout out to, what is this? Tonight's Conversation cards.
Who was the shorty that be?
Tonight's Conversation is uncut.
All right.
It's a little decent little podcast, I think. But it's 3 men in here. Y'all women. Y'all independent?
Nah, I'm good on that.
Okay. I mean, okay. Do you want do men want independent women?
I'm not sure how we're gonna define independent woman.
Do you want me to do it first?
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't believe in that here. Just another podcast. You're just a grown up.
Right.
You take care of yourself because you're by yourself. There's another clip. It got some numbers behind it. Go check it out on my Instagram. But you just, like she said, that was a woman that said it. You're 28, bitch. Take care of yourself. You don't got a man. That's what you got to do.
Right.
It's part of the game.
I agree
Do we
with
want a woman that's self-sufficient if she's by herself? Kind of.
Yeah. I think there's like different levels. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you still want a woman who has a life. You still want a woman that's able to create things on her own and be able to have some type of like intelligence to her, that where she can go out and monetize a skill, just so that she can, when you guys come together, that you guys can co-create or speak or have intelligent conversations. I personally like really smart women.
Of course, we all love smart women.
Right. So I want women to be able to check blind spots and stuff for me. But this idea of independent, like he said in the clip, like the ones that like, I don't fucking need you. No, I think that's gross. We all are dependent on each other. I think you can get into a relationship with a woman and still have some dependencies if you can truly find her the value that she brings. Like if a woman, if you're getting the right woman, she can bring something to the table that can create some level of like, hey, it's nice to depend on you for this. Like for example, like your daughter, right? Like there's like, imagine if she was completely erratic and you couldn't even depend on her to pick up your daughter, you would actually lose attraction for her.
Yep.
So
You know what before we get y'all to chime in, one of the things I think that is missed on this topic, and they're gonna go crazy when we say this because they love arguing with niggas about women. Women don't value the things we value that they bring to the table. They think we value the things they value that men bring.
right.
So it's almost competing with me.
Yeah, so because there's definitely a difference between values versus like you said, depending or being independent. I think we all in a dope ass relationship should have dependencies on each other. They're just going to be different. And to your point, the things that they think we depend on them for is a lot different than the things we actually depend on them for.
Sure.
So
Totally agree.
what are those things then?
Like you said, like I depend on you. Like if we have a kid together, I depend on you to be a good mom. I could depend on you to, if I give you $20 to go get something from the store, you're not gonna go take it and fucking throw it, give it to your nigga. Like there's certain small things that like if I trust and I create a space with you, that I depend on you're gonna continue to be the person that I think you're going to be.
Because almost dependency is like, I don't need to double check the
Right.
shit you're doing. You know what
100%.
I'm saying? Like he said about my daughter, like I don't actually. And this is funny because when in that clip where people are going at me talking about I'm a chauvinist, this and the third, because I take care of my household, I make it so she can focus in on those things. But that's almost her domain. If she was like, say melatonin, right? I didn't even know that there was this uptick in seizures for kids ODing on melatonin, right? I'm like, all right, next time we travel with Sienna, we might want to give her some. Caitlin's like, well, all right, let me think about that. First of all, I check with her because she's the one that basically runs the show with my daughter. That is her domain. So even if I'm the CEO of our family, she's chief operating officer over there. So then she's like, I don't know, man. They said there's been an uptick in seizures. I don't know if I want to give her that. And that was the end of that. It wasn't like I was like, well, no, give her the melatonin. I want her wilding on the plane. Like, no, you run that.
And you depend on her to be able to be thoughtful and look those things up. That's a dependency.
But I value that from her, right? When you talk to women about housekeeping and just, the helpmate terms, all these terms they get in their feelings about, but that's what a real nigga, if I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, I want you to make my life easier in that way. Yep. I do value that. I can do my own laundry or pay somebody to do my laundry or pay somebody to clean my house, but my girl takes real pride in that. Like, this is my home. I want to make sure he's good. Shit, even when I dropped my bracelet, she was like, you want me to go out there? I'm like, no, Willie's already there. Like, she'll kill one of you niggas for me. Yep. I value that. 100%. But most of the time, women think if I make $100K, I want her to make $100K. Why? So you can be trying to dick swinging contest with me? Mine swing. I don't need that. I don't like dick.
Okay. I feel like independent as a verb, like as a woman who is in the act of taking care of herself, as you guys were saying, she's being an adult.
That's what.
Like, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, that definition of independent, I'm all for. But when it becomes like a mindset or attitude, like, I'm independent, I don't need you for nothing. No, what you don't need is a relationship because you're not mature yet. Yep. So I feel like once it starts getting into that realm, that's when it starts to muddy the waters of the women who are saying I'm independent and I'm self-sufficient and I can care for myself versus the women that's just like, I don't need a man for nothing, for this, for that. Like, it's not.
You just hit the nail on the head, though. It is a mindset. There's a difference between adulting and that extra shit. That shit comes with extra that most men, especially if they on their shit. My nigga right here is a high value man. High, what he told us? High, deep in the six figures. What did you say? How'd you say it?
That's what he said.
Deep in the six figures, nigga.
Figures.
You know what I mean? No, he don't want all that extra shit. I don't need no woman telling me she don't need me because really she do. She's with me because she wants me. She needs me.
But that's a relationship. Y'all need each other for different
that's
things.
the point they would argue. You just said she's in a relationship with me. She wants me. She needs me. Like, you're saying that as if it's the same.
What you mean?
What?
She wants me, comma, she needs me. In the English language, most of the time when you put one word and then a comma and then the other word, one is an emphasis of the other, as if they're one thing that go together.
I want to be wanted and needed.
Right. Y'all think of it like it's a peanut butter jelly.
So, I mean, and I was kind of thinking about this idea of like independent. I do think what, in my experience, where some women struggle is I do think it's natural, especially for single moms who are not in a relationship, to have to be very independent or have to be very like, hey, have to, in the feminine masculine role, they need to kind of shift closer to that masculine because they have to lead their house. They have to take care of their kid. They have to kind of have this idea of like, if nobody out here helps me, I got to go get it on my own.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have someone to help. I have to help this person.
Right. And so I do think that it takes a certain like mindset, like India just said, to where when you do get into a space and you do get into a relationship and the man shows you something that makes you believe you can depend and trust that person, to then revert from that independent mindset. And it's almost like a trust, like it's almost like a gift to say, hey, I'm willing to allow myself to depend on you. And that's hard because a lot of men don't show up in that way, and it keeps women as the independent woman.
That's
because a man,
that's keto. You said show,
right,
and then you called it a gift. See, women don't think we think it's a gift. We know when y'all are submitting that it's not something easy to do, especially in this climate where you, like you said, I gotta go get it. I gotta take care of me and my.
But it's even harder for single moms.
I agree. I agree. I would
because I'm not just letting you take control of my life. I'm also letting you control the path of my child's life, which is more important
directly
to
or
me
indirectly.
than mine.
Directly or indirectly, definitely.
Yeah.
But I like that Willie called it a gift because like, and I'm gonna keep using my own relationship. If you go back and watch that first video me and Caitlin did on submission, my nigga was headbutting with me the whole time. But what is it? About a year and a half later, like, bro, I've been showing and proving. Like, it's easier for you to fall into that feminine role when somebody's showing up the way they're supposed to. But it is a gift for her to want to like, I can do that now. I can relax. Yeah, I can relax. I can chill. Absolutely. I can help him in this way. He not gonna steer me down the wrong path.
Because now it's trust.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I said, and just out of fairness, I think a woman who doesn't have as much responsibility of kids may be a little bit easier because they can probably do that and not and pull it back and not affect other people. And so I do want to be respectful that I think as single women, the longer they are single or the longer they've had to play that mommy daddy type role, I can imagine why it can be harder for them to do that, to give that up.
Even to your point though, single and 35. I've been single for 5 years. I've been taking care of myself. I bought a house. I did everything by myself. In her mind, I really don't need you, nigga.
Right.
So that, but if you want a certain type of dude,
right.
Unless you want to do this, you're gonna go.
And that's why when India said mindset shift, that's the hardest part. And it's like you almost have to do that before you get in a relationship. You got to make a decision if that's something I want to do. And maybe you don't. If you don't, that's cool too. But you just got to understand that type of guys that you're going to attract when you're not willing to get in that mindset just may be a different type of guy. And we've said this before. That's okay. That type of guy that you can still be that independent woman for just may look differently than the other guy will.
He's just going to go 50-50.
Right.
You got to respect him, and he going to have to respect you. And y'all know at any time we can.
Beta male provider.
Yeah, but don't, like, I feel like another conversation I had on the pod before about splitting the check. Like, don't sit there and shout you an independent woman. They drop the check and you looking at you like you gonna laugh. Like,
nah, because if you're truly independent, go grab that shit.
That's a good point too, because they do that a lot too.
Right.
You want to be independent, but you gonna get my nails done. You go, no, bitch. No. You was doing it by yourself when I met you. Keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
And I might send you the Celine hoodie.
Matter of fact, I might need you to help me out while you bullshit.
Exactly. Because
are you gonna take me to dinner?
All right, you don't even make me
Actually,
happy.
I'm cool with falling in my feminine.
I like that.
Not falling in your feminine.
I'm cool.
I'm about to get a souvenir because I'm gonna be out in a couple months.
Exactly. I need a souvenir. Hey, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, that's real.
Because the next girl who's gonna get her feminine is gonna be like, damn, that's a fire ass Celine hoodie. I'm like, I know. You know?
Or just another podcast.
Absolutely.
Lydia, you got anything else you want to say about?
I think we're good.
Because to sum it all in, we don't dislike adult teen women, but it's a gift.
We don't like the attitude that comes with it.
But Willie made a good point because he's saying we do respect the attitude. If you're 35 and you've been single for man long, you out here getting it.
I didn't say you don't respect it. I said you don't like it. That's not what you would prefer.
You just got to know when to give that gift.
Right.
To the right deserving he showed you man.
Both of y'all have to be on the same pace.
And just to speak in the middle ground
of the gas.
Of being like someone who I am a mom.
Mm-hmm.
We are moms.
Right. But I'm not in a space where me and my co-parent are at odds.
Okay.
So me and my co-parent, we have a very great relationship. I'm dependent upon him when it comes to my child.
Of course.
So it's just like, I feel like for me, dating it's a little bit easier for me to relax and become submissive when shown the right characteristics because I am already dependent upon someone else. So it's like, I'm not expecting you to come in and just change my whole lifestyle while I've been mom and dad to my kid because I've only been mom.
Mm.
Right. So I like what you said, but it's just like, I'm just adding another layer to it. Because there are women like me where it's like we're good with our co-parent. So it is slightly more easier for us to slide into that submissive role when shown that you can provide.
Well, so I like the idea of like you said, like from a parenting perspective, you are dependent on that person. But I mean, and again, not to get in anyone's business, but even in a co-parent, you may still have to be independent when it comes to like how you live and like how you move.
Yeah, no, I get what you're
saying. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is like that still can create this mindset of independence because imagine, yes, you have a good other person, but then when this other person comes in, right? Mm-hmm. This other guy, let's say this third guy, and a guy that really takes up a lot of space. A guy that really takes a lot of space that you submit to would even change that entire dynamic.
Yeah. Yep.
Then what do you do at that point? Do you say, hey, no, I've been independent of you. I've actually created this space with you. So I'm going to now take you out of my life. Or are you willing to sit there and let this person come in, change the space that you co-created with this other guy and change everything and say, I'm going to submit to you. So if this guy tells you, hey, how you and dude have been operating over the last 5 years, that's done. We're going to do it this way. Would you be willing to change that?
So realistically, this is my current situation. Like I am dating someone and he does take up a lot of space. I will say when he came in, both parties were very respectful of each other and we found an equal balance. So like even for my son's birthday that just happened, both my boyfriend as well as my child's father were present. So even though he is coming up, taking up space, I will agree the dynamic does slightly shift. However, because of the person I was looking for, because of the type of man I wanted in my life and knew that I was willing to give space to, he didn't shift the dynamic totally.
But what happened? Okay, so last episode that you were here, you said your boyfriend's in law school, right? Let's say he gets out of law school, he becomes a lawyer, he gets a job at, let's give him, I don't even know the guy, but I'll speak life into him. He gets a job at Google. You got to move to San Francisco. Baby daddy says, no, you're not taking my kid to San Francisco. What do you do?
That's not a situation I would be in.
So what would you do?
But, I mean, it's a hypothetical, so
No,
I'll
yeah,
entertain
no,
it. But
yeah,
I'm
but,
saying, like, realistically,
No.
I know the two men that I'm currently dealing with, and I understand how they operate. But if that were to occur, then I would obviously have to make a decision, and I'm going to go where my future husband, or at that time it had better been my fiance, is going. So if we go together, then obviously communication and maturity that's where they play a role. I have to communicate with my co-parent, and again, yes, the dynamic will shift. However, it will not be so vast because we are positive in nature, because we do have great communication. It'll just be, okay, so this is the time that we have set up now. Like the way our schedule is set up now, it'll have to change. But it'll still be a negotiation, and it'll still be a point where we both can, like, it's something we both want.
Right, but I think I keep hearing this word about like this, like, and you probably don't mean to say it, but you keep talking like this 50-50 in the split. At the end of the day, any guy who's truly going to bring value, or a guy that's going to like come in your life and marry you, that he's not going to split you with another guy. He's going to want to own. He's going to want to lead his space.
Right.
So
but I'm split myself with my co-parent. Split my parents.
No. But you said that, hey, today they're both agreeable. What I'm saying is, at some point, this person is going to right. There's going to come a time where this guy's going to say, this is how we're going to roll. At that point, that's not always going to be congruent to what the other person wants. And you answer the question. You're saying, hey, if it was 51-40, I mean, if this guy says one thing and this person says the other thing, you're saying I'm going to allow the person that I'm going to potentially marry lead, and that's the person I'm going to follow. Right. But I'm saying, which is good. That was my question to you. What I was saying is, today they might be agreeable, but at some point, just in life, just let it live. At some point, that person will come in and marry you, and there will be a time where the direction he may want to take the family, you guys might have another
that's
kid.
That's a whole different shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to shift, and at
now
some point,
it's boyfriend.
Right.
Baby daddy.
100%. So it's easier.
Yeah, but when it's fiance,
yes.
Like he said, let's not even make it Google. Let's just say he might have got a job. He's a lawyer.
I was giving him Google's.
No, I'm still breathe life.
Big life.
You gonna make it a shorter?
He said that's a situation. I'm like, you should. That's $1 million job.
Yeah, exactly. That's a signing bonus, relocation. He's like, no.
They pay you enough money.
They pay you to move out there. So when he says, yo, no, I'm moving to San Francisco. I want my family, your son included, to come.
Right.
That's a whole different conversation than just,
no, I get that.
we splitting time on these weekends.
Right.
Now
my point to that was that it would just change the time that I have my son.
And
it would just change my parenting schedule.
And can I be honest? When I have dated women with kids, I think I was much more agreeable, or even didn't talk about their kids, the less likely I saw a future with them.
Yeah, to take it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like I like so like they probably would think, oh, Willie was like super good. No, I didn't
care less.
I didn't want the responsibility to speak on your kids.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want the responsibility that comes with me making a decision for your family. I would always say, whatever y'all decide, you do whatever the hell you want.
I think for us, it's just like,
no, I'm not saying that's happened to you.
No. I'm saying like he has children, so it's just it's an equal understanding. It's like it's a
mutual.
Yeah,
respect.
it's a thing in our heads. It's like, I'm more than happy to be a bonus parent to your child, but I understand that biologically I'm not the parent of your child.
No, and I think I'm saying I've said the same thing. I'm saying that I think that the more, like, until you're ready to really take on the responsibility of a husband and those things, you probably should be a more agreeable person, because at the end of the day, you probably have right now a longer span, or you're committed to your co-parent for the next whatever amount of years. So like for this
forever.
guy, So this guy that however long you've been with, to me, it's almost irresponsible, unless he's going to marry you, to even mess up that dynamic until he's shown you.
That's why we take it so seriously.
Absolutely.
That's why we be hollering, talking about I'm independent. This because like we done already met the devil. Like, you know what I'm saying? We met him. He fucking sucks. I'm not gonna let nobody come in here and act like that.
Right. And so like when I
the devil.
So like
I met the devil. She didn't meet the devil.
Right. No. She actually speaks very high, like you can tell very highly of her co-parent. What I'm saying is, and because to me, what I hear how highly she speaks of him, is going to have to take somebody who's she truly trusts to be able to create like a disagreement between her and her co-parent, because right now she feels like they've co-created a really dope space. And all I was asking is just to be on the converse is, what do you, like how long, or what would it take for you to be able to let somebody else come in and change that dynamic? That was really the question.
Yeah, I respect the shifts in dynamic, and I understand it's going to require a lot of flexibility, not just from me, but from all parties involved. But
absolutely.
We hope bro go get a job at Google or Tesla or some shit.
Well, I mean, he's in immigration law, so.
Texas, they be locking niggas up out there.
Okay. I'm about to say,
you hit that border.
Now
you can't get in the in Texas
Not,
no more, but
I had a friend who did immigration law.
I'm pro-life for myself.
For
the general public, pro-choice. For myself, pro-life. So.
Yep.
We're not gonna go back into that, but I agree. No, if I was, what are we gonna talk about? Is dating a finesse? Do I need to play this clip for y'all?
Yes, I'll play it.
Run it back one more time.
Okay.
Refresh me.
Want to spend his money. It's all a finesse. Everything is dating is a fucking finesse. Don't y'all finesse when y'all date?
Finessing right out that pussy.
Absolutely, every single time. That's what y'all do. Why don't we? Why would we be so emotionally vested and like we date with passion and our heart and romance?
So much
and these
emotions
men
and
come in and
feelings.
get what they want.
Right.
Shit. You do. You ain't never left a relationship one time feeling like these women do when we walk out or when we're walked away from. We don't even walk out anymore. We just be staying. You know what I want to be? Situated. Enough so that when I walk away from this man, whether it's by a bus that he walks across the street and God takes his ass, or whether it's he walks away from me or I walk away from him, I'm going to walk away better than I walked in. Believe that. And it ain't going to be a Chanel bag on the floor of the closet in 24C.
They better not demonetize my shit because they had Party and Future in the background. Is dating a finesse? What y'all think? Ladies first or guys first? Or Hood first?
Go ahead, Hood.
Hood, like, I don't date.
No, yeah, I'm out of this.
I think I can understand that perspective. It sounds a little bit like what Lydia said about souvenirs.
It sounds souvenirs.
I do believe that the initial dating interaction is a war between exchange of resources and sex, right? So I do believe that women do value resources in relationships. So women come in probably with that mindset of like, hey, how do I get this guy to get to us? If they choose to date them, what do they want from that man, whatever that is, right? So women may disagree that they may not want resources. Okay, whatever. They may want a relationship, whatever the case may be.
Do y'all agree or disagree? Resources.
So far, I agree.
Right. So what I'm saying, I'm saying what, like, fill in the blank, whatever you desire from that person. I do think that an intentional woman has to be somewhat strategic on how they get what they want from that man, whatever that is. Yeah. And I do think most men in the beginning, when they're with a woman, trying to have sex with that woman. So I can understand at a high level. I don't like the word as much because it does feel sneaky.
Manipulating.
Yes, but if somebody classified it as finesse and gave a proper definition, I'm allowed. It can be considered finesse.
Dating a finesse? Do y'all want to answer? I don't really.
I just don't like the word finesse because I feel like it comes with negative connotations.
Yes,
manipulation,
like deception.
You know
right,
what?
Right.
Yeah. And I think
really, it's pretty.
Go ahead.
Like, it makes fucking sense. We talk about the table all the time.
Right.
That's what the fuck it is. What's on your table? I'm trying to see.
Right.
What's on your table? I'm trying to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find out. Show me. Whether that means show me by giving me the box or show me by, I don't know, paying a bill or something. I don't fucking know.
See, only time, and I gotta be in the mood to want to be finessed. But like the strip club, I feel finesse when it's like, she's giving me a facade, she's creating an image, and then I gotta be in the mood to want to give you ones because you're gonna rub on my head and talk to me.
But don't we think in the beginning? I mean, most people say that when people are dating, the idea is that you're dating their representative. So like this idea that in the first 6 months, don't you feel like a woman may be showing their best version of themselves for whatever they want? I'm not gonna say they always want a relationship. I'm not saying they always want money. I fill in the blank woman. I'm just saying, in theory, most women want some combination of the two.
But is that a finesse? Because we all do that, right? When you first meet somebody, you're showing.
But that's my point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But at the strip club, this is an act. To me, finessing is like you put on a show for me.
But okay, do you think a woman comes in but in dating? I'm not saying a relationship, but do you think in dating, women is saying first day, like, I'm crazy, I'll slap you, I'm gonna argue with you and check your phone.
Nobody does that.
That's my point. So what do you call the 6 months when you're taking some of your insecurities and trauma and putting it behind here and you're giving me the best version of your representative?
That honeymoon stage.
Yeah, what do you
took the words right out of my mouth? The honeymoon stage.
Right.
When you show me the best of everything.
And a stripper is literally showing you the best of what she has.
But it is a direct transaction.
But when you go to the strip club, that's the expectation.
Yeah,
when you go to the strip club, the expectation is you coming to see me, twerk a little something, shake a little something, and I'm expecting you to pay me.
Yes.
That's the
in dating, it's just shadow.
So I agree when you say it's transactional.
So then when you date someone, and maybe you guys are, maybe the last segment was a lie. We go on our first date. We go to Ruth Chris, like Kadeem likes to take him.
I do not like.
Wait.
Go ahead, Willie. I'm rolling.
At the bar, and after we have a great conversation, the bill comes. What is the expectation? Like India said.
Well, the expectation with me is I'm paying.
Right.
There's so she just said, but she gave you her presents. She gave up her presents, and you're gonna exchange resources. That's transactional.
But if me and Hood go out, or me and you go out, I be picking up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's still. So we're talking about in the world of dating. Yeah, expectations.
Right.
The dating.
She expects that of
She
you.
expects that of you.
You already expect it of yourself
Yes.
because you're you. That's what.
Yes.
Yeah, but the strip club analogy is perfect because I expect a little. I want to see some coochie. I want to see.
Yo,
some
and
now
when
you
we
get
go on a
money.
date, look, think about it. If the girl comes out looking fucking raggedy, you might not take her. There's an expectation of how you're gonna show up, how you're gonna treat me, the conversation. Yeah. We do have preconceived notions on how dating should feel.
But when you go on a date, you just like, all right, this is the first date. I'm getting pussy after this date.
I think men. And as we get older, wait.
I
think men.
No. Okay.
I think men.
No. All right, I'll just say this.
First date. Do you think you clapping cheeks?
Or no?
No.
You're lying. That's where the transaction comes in.
No, but it's not just no. But I know Lydia would agree with this that we as men we think it's an investment into pussy. So we do think by day 3, what I did in date 1 and day 2.
Right.
Okay.
But I didn't throw her once for her to dance for me later.
No, but
she gonna leave.
It's a build up.
It's a build up.
And depending on how many ones you sell, you might get to the back room. And you
might. But at the back room, they might be
So-
like, all right, it's 20 per song, or it's 100 to fuck,
Well,
or whatever.
exactly. But all I'm saying is
That's
the
what they be
first,
doing.
the first dinner date.
Yeah.
The first dinner date is let's consider that a long song to date 3.
That's where I don't be feeling finesse, because sometimes I just want somebody to go out with me and catch these vibes.
Yeah,
if it is at the bar.
All right, so okay,
or
all right,
not.
I mean, it's not always
I'm gonna disagree with Kadeem because I want to know how much money are you willing to spend? Well, in your old days, I'm sorry, Caitlin.
Right.
How much are you willing to invest or catch?
Have you been
with?
willing to invest?
Exactly.
Oh, without getting some cheeks?
Without getting some, exactly.
Put a number on it.
That is actually a great rebuttal. Because let's say on average a date, 2 people is
with inflation. Now.
With inflation. And I'm not even gonna add in gas. I'm just gonna say the meals.
Right.
And then we don't every date not gonna be with Chris and Joe and Eddie V's and all that shit. But
plus the value of your time.
Damn, the price went up.
It's hard to monetize that one.
Exactly.
No,
so how many times are we going to do that without some type of exchange back?
Quantify your time.
2.5.
How many return on my investment?
2.5, man.
So all I'm going to say is, and I do think as women get older.
Well, no, it's based on the dollar amount. So
right.
If it was low cost and she was just coming to the crib, but we ain't fuck.
Right.
I might do that a couple more times with her
Just
than if I took her
vibing.
out 4 times and we ain't fuck.
Netflix,
So I
no
do have a question. This is going to sound harsh. This is going to sound harsh, and I know women are not going to answer it probably the way that I wish they would, because this, they don't care about their image.
Try me with
But
it.
I'm going to ask. Okay.
Try me.
How many dates for you to go out with a man where you be like, I got to give him some ass? It's been X amount.
Yeah,
Oh, do we start to feel
like you feel obligated?
Yes. When does the obligation kick in?
It depends on what today's looking like.
Right. What are we doing?
All right.
Where we going?
If it's
Well,
like
we took you
said,
to
we
the
just went to the crib.
fire
So I
taco
can
spot.
understand.
Fire taco spot. We slid to
Right.
Eddie V's, Joe's,
Right.
Mastro's type.
A real nice place.
Yeah.
No, I want to know so I can go like the next day. I'm like, look, based on
I'm
research.
tracking it. I'm tracking it. So we went on one hole in the wall.
Fire
then
hole
we
in
went
the
on
wall. Not no
one
bullshit. We spruced it
fancy
up.
place.
Yeah. We might have went out for lunch and caught some nice vibes.
Lunch and
ocean
vibes.
So how
front
many
vibes.
dates?
Go ahead.
He didn't spend a little,
didn't-
He just spent a little bread on you.
Okay. I didn't hear anything super exciting.
Damn.
But
So no,
that doesn't mean there
We're
wasn't
saying you had a
excitement.
good time out too.
So
Okay.
wait, lady. I want to hear what would need to happen for you to like walk away and be like, yo, next time I gotta give him.
I have to fuck him.
Yeah.
It's quality
There's so
and
many
dates.
things.
It's a formula, bro.
Come on.
We need to know the.
Yeah, I know.
It's young men that want to know.
All right, so
All right.
look, realistically, and I can only speak for myself. I don't know what you want to do.
Okay.
But for quality of date, which involves location, it also involves like, did we have fun? Was I feeling your vibe? Plus attitude. So when it's time to go home, are you just like, all right, well, we had a great night. Let me go ahead and call you this Uber. Stop right there. But if we had like a good time, vibes is there, and then your attitude at the end, it wasn't, regardless of your intention, it did not show. Like, it wasn't pushy, it wasn't manipulative. Like, those things matter. So the guy who may get some in 2 dates may not be the guy that's got to wait 10 dates. It really just depends on the quality.
Because realistically, let me get the camera right quick.
Attitude.
Really, at the end, bro, don't tell her you getting an Uber. Like, damn, I really don't want this night to end. You gotta hit it.
No, what I thought.
You don't want the night
if
to
we
end.
already
India,
having a
what
good
I
time,
thought I heard was
don't hit me with
yeah.
we having a good
What
time.
I thought I heard was she's saying niggas don't be pushy. Don't be pushy. Don't act so pressed for the yeah.
Don't act pressed.
Yeah, don't
for the
act
box.
pressed for the box. Number 2, make sure she's having fun and get experience, and you got to get her to feel something in those dates to where she just feels enamored. Like, yo, I want to sleep with this nigga. It has to be intrinsic.
But see, we were
You gotta
talking
be
about
good vibes and
obligated.
good
you know what's a good
conversation.
When
sign?
do you feel obligated though? Because what you want,
See,
you
but
might
that's
have a
what I'm
good
saying.
first
Once-
date and want to fuck him
Once
out.
all those things come into alignment, that's when
All
I
right,
feel
but
like
so
okay,
that's
wait,
an
wait, wait,
obligation.
wait.
So I got a
That's what it
question.
is. That's
Has there
what it
ever
is.
been a guy that you went out with first date and you were like, I'm definitely not fucking him, but then he rebounds like in a couple dates and you do fuck him?
Great
Not
question.
personally.
that requires thought. That's a thought provoking.
I never thought so.
Damn, niggas couldn't even get the outlet pass and make a good move.
No, because what it really shows you is women kind of know after that
from
first
the
one.
first one.
If they
I
have to
mean-
think about it, yeah, they probably
probably
say
did it.
I'm about
because
to
once
say,
women, yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
and
some
then
red
after that,
shirted
that's
niggas
the
out here.
point.
Like, you a fifth year. Like, it. I won't feeling you at first. I let you stay on the team. Okay, now I'm kind of feeling you. So it has happened.
But it's rare.
But I just, it's rare,
don't
and I
bet on
honestly
it.
can't,
Right.
like, it's not one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, it was this guy, like, no.
So usually it's either the guys you kind of already had an idea
You knew
that-
you was gonna fuck him anyway.
There was something that
Not
attracted
But
me to you in the first
do I
date.
have to
Actually,
date
the
you?
intentions were not
That's what I'm
there,
saying. So it has to. But we have to go out one time for you to then say, "Am I gonna fuck him or not?" Or even before the date.
No, listen, Willie.
I mean, if all
I
the
think
things,
it's
oh,
kind
go ahead.
of sorry. It's almost, I don't want to say like instantaneous, but you do know as a woman who you're willing to like not so much approach, because you might not be the one doing it, but if you can think to yourself like already in your womanly mind like, oh, I want to go talk to him, and then he comes to talk to you, that's gonna work. That's the 1-2 date guy. The guy that comes up to you and you had already seen him, you had no intentions.
That might
So
there's nothing a man could do in the date.
Wait. So I haven't. No. So should we quantify our like the energy you have for us on how quickly you fuck us?
No, just
That's what it sounds like. In
Yeah,
man's
that's what-
brain,
yeah.
it's like, okay, she fucked me after one date. She was feeling me.
That's how it sounded. Like she
Versus
said 1 or 2 days.
She made me wait 90 days.
Right.
That's why when women be like, well, that was the old me. I don't know. We know
No.
you fucked a nigga in the first night.
Yes.
So don't try to make me wait 8 months, bitch. I'm not waiting.
Because what Lydia's making me feel is like by date 3, if we're not fucking, that means that your energy for me is not as high
I'm
as
a top
other nigga.
I'm on the 3rd tier. I'm not even really a starter on your bench. I'm on your team.
So that's what I'm saying. The guys with the highest
okay,
attraction
wait. Let me
fuck
also
the
say
quickest.
the moment we start to feel obligated is not always the moment it actually happens, though. Either way,
So that's what I'm asking.
it's not like I feel like I have to fuck
So-
you now.
So okay. So
Today.
So is it okay? Because I asked somebody this question the other day. The more you like a guy, like long term, do you fuck him quicker or do you make him wait?
That's per woman, because that's per woman.
That's a strategy by the woman.
Yeah.
You know what?
So what strategy would you employ?
Yeah, we'll ask y'all.
If I like you, and I want to know what to do, I'm gonna find out what to
we knew
What about you, India? I know.
do. I've always been me. I'm not gonna get up here and lie.
Right. So
about
the more
you.
you like someone, the more you're gonna want to know what to do.
Sooner.
Of course.
Okay.
We're attracted to each other. Like,
same. Like, if your vibes are right, if your energy is right, if we having good conversation, if the night going and I'm losing track of time,
yeah,
No,
it is what it is.
no,
We're gonna
okay,
make it
because
happen.
I-
But if I'm attracted to you, like the way Lydia was saying, like we see a guy and we kind of know, like
I would talk.
See-
I would date him.
I'm
But
interested.
if we see a guy like that and then you approach us and you're an asshole, we're not. No.
So because I guess
No.
now, and again, this might just be an older woman thing. Is like I think I'm hearing older women feel like, okay, if I really like him, I
try to
can't.
make
Yeah, they don't want to like quickly give it up because they've probably experienced niggas like
Giving the
yeah,
bodies up.
yeah. So now I feel like we're getting these nuns who are like, okay, fucking on that first 2 day hasn't worked. So I really like him. So maybe I wait a little bit longer to keep the allure up.
But at 35, we're like,
think
no,
that's
bitch,
just like-
you fuck the nigga.
I think
I
it's
know
every-
you date to the nigga, and you're not gonna make me wait 30 days.
I think it's the result of a growing distrust that happens when you've just been dating for a while.
Yeah, but
That's
I agree with
y'all
that.
that's a byproduct. Like I'm a little more hesitant now.
Right.
Yo, no.
Just because.
So look,
that's experience.
if a woman wants you, she wants you. She gonna give it up first night, point blank, period. Ain't no questions about it. If that's what she wants.
That the men need to hear that. No.
That's
And
he was
because we
giving
know
men
if
bars.
we
She
throw
will
it, you
give
will
it up
catch.
first
No,
night,
what she
if
just
that's what she
said
wants.
is really bars for the men to understand that if you're out here dating women and you're taking them out to multiple dates, date 5, date 6, date 7, and you haven't hit, she doesn't
She
want to fuck
finessing.
with you.
As a dude.
That's
Exactly.
a finesse.
So men,
So that's where the
men, you
finesse-
need to
That's
have
a
a
finesse.
3-date rule max. If you go out on 3 dates,
Pick
she
your own
hasn't fucked
number.
You yet.
No.
No, India
That's a
told
good
us
number.
1.
Don't listen
All
to
right.
this nigga.
I'm giving you
She's
three.
wrong.
I'm giving you
Three
to
at
more
the
than what
most.
she says.
Yes, I agree.
And she hasn't give you no choosing signal that she's gonna fuck you. End it.
And he didn't say that she's going to fuck you by 3 days. He
Yes.
said no signals,
Oh,
no
right.
indicators.
She
Okay.
hasn't text you
Right,
WID
right.
on a late night,
Never.
and you were half asleep. Nothing.
I'm rolling.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Run.
No. You're
Run.
getting souvenired.
You gotta know.
You're getting
That,
souvenirs.
you gotta know that
She
she wants
hits you up when she's hungry.
India just dropped bars, and she didn't even know for
Yeah.
you young niggas out
when I
here.
need my nails done.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, because she finessing.
She's
That's
finessing.
That's the finesse.
that's the part where dating becomes.
We've
a
cracked the code.
Exactly.
I know what I'm saying. That's what Willie was saying.
Yeah.
When they get older, they start being like, well,
I know. I don't know.
and they probably, we're in our
Right.
30s, so
Yeah.
35, she probably got a kid already.
Yeah, she
got
don't
all
know.
this
Yeah,
other
all
shit
this
going
stuff.
on. And now she want to act like, well, I don't really.
And her numbers approaching those high numbers, so now you just might be 1, and they're used to after the sex, the nigga kind of.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why you gotta do things for yourself, not with the expectation that anything is gonna blossom.
Right.
That's why I say it so brashly. You want to see what the dick do.
No, but see, this is the thing though. Like, I agree with you, and I think that's how it really should be played. I think as women get older, they've done it so much. Now they feel like, okay, like that desperation of getting wifed gets higher.
Yeah.
I'm 35, 36, and no niggas
But
wifing
that's
me.
because when she seen bro at the club and she saw him and she was like, oh, I want to fuck him.
Yep.
And then he came over and he talked. He's like, oh, he's cool. I don't know any qualities about this
Mm-hmm.
nigga other than I saw him and he's cool.
Right.
I'm gonna suck that dick later.
Right.
And then he didn't. He pieced out on you.
He pieced out.
And then later you meet
I'm saying you gotta
a
not
nigga
care
that's
about
deep into
Right.
6 figures and you're like, well, I don't really suck dick.
on.
Yes. What?
He's not wrong, yo.
They told me you was in the Republic sucking dick last week and now you don't suck dick.
That's funny.
In Republic, damn.
Who you know? Been in
I'm about to
No,
say
no.
you
No,
ain't
and
No.
just name the place, man.
Public second
I
date.
don't know any. Oh my god, I'm gonna bleep out the name. Since we talking about dating, I had a clip for dating with intentions, but as me and Willie are here, do women date with intentions? You date with intentions, right?
I think I want to become better at dating with intention. No, I'm saying no. I think we, like I said, as you get older, you don't want
Nah, I
to
be slanging.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You don't want to soul tie with as many women. Wait, I'm saying in general. Wait,
In his bag.
no, I'm being honest.
You don't want to soul tie. You burning sage later,
No,
nigga?
no, I'm serious.
I'm
I'm serious. See, they don't respect my seriousness up here. I'm saying that you do want to eventually don't want to always just be out here, you know what I'm saying, being with women that you may not see a future with.
Co-mingling souls.
Right, exactly. I'm saying.
As you get older, look at you.
Look, no, I'm serious. I'm saying that at the end of the day, like dating with intentions is a dope thing. You do want to have at least a vision.
We didn't ask you if it was.
At least a construct of the type of woman that you may look. I can't
He going all around the bush.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, because deep down in his soul, he's like, I'm a late night
Yeah,
working
'cause
though.
you know the universe.
No, but,
Those
no,
are my
When you're
intent.
in the
I'm saying,
clouds,
all
when
I'm
your
saying-
chakras are
I
aligned.
know.
Don't start talking about chakras.
Lydia's making fun of me. I'm saying, at the end of the day, I do think you should date with intentions. To answer your question, yes.
What about y'all?
He said you date with intentions, not should
That's-
you.
Trying so hard.
What are y'all?
Hey, my boy, get to the point. What's your answer?
What is y'all?
Willie said no.
Go, Lydia.
Willie's been
What are y'all-
slanging that dick.
What are y'all thoughts on dating with intentions?
We'd be like, who want it?
Jesus.
Oh my God.
As young women dating with intentions, or
The
no.
intent
Wait.
to get
Let's-
married, is that the intention?
I was about
You
to
gotta
actually say,
clarify.
what do you do as far as identifying a man who's dating with intentions?
Everyone has intentions. What
Of
are
something.
we talking about?
No, you
the
obviously
intention to fuck
what-
me or the intention for
what
marriage?
you
Are we
want
talking about
something from
marriage?
you, right? So if you're looking to date, and is your intent to be married?
Person to person, but yes.
Yeah. So if that's, then how do you identify a man that is aligned with your intentions as well?
Oh, okay. Let me percolate. India.
I was about to be petty.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We like being petty.
Stuck around. He's still there.
You are a lot.
No, that's
Oh, honey, I am a lot.
Facts, actually. That's,
He's still there. He's
you be like,
out.
it's been
Like-
3.5 years. We
You
here.
must really like me.
What you want to do?
I just feel like if in conversation when we're talking and you're referring to like your dreams, your goals, your ambitions.
And these are on the dates where you didn't know you wanted to fuck him because you didn't see him at the joint. He approached you.
This
He's
could
like,
be
"I
on the
might go out
date
with him."
after we done fucked.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if when we're in casual conversation and it's like nothing prefaced our conversation, like, oh, I can't wait till I get married. How do you feel? Like nothing like that. It's just we're in casual conversation. We're just talking about what we want to do, our plans, things like that. If he's saying, well, you know, once I get this job and then we're able to move here and we can do this, that, and the third, or we get our first house, I'm hearing a lot of we. It's a lot of plural. So for me, I feel like you're already involving me in that vision that you see for your future.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, you already have the intention of having me in your future. But if you're sitting there saying like, well, you know, once I get this job and I get settled down and, you know, whatever you do, you do that. And then, you know, I get this car and I do this and then we might have some kids. Like, no.
Okay, but do you think that's because, do you think you feel that way because you're a words of affirmation type of person?
I'm definitely
Like,
not a
you need
words
to-
of affirmation
You
person.
saying right now he need to be saying it. That's what you're listening for.
No, what I'm saying is speaking in the plural. That does matter. But the question
but
was, how do I
plural's
know
a
if he's
word.
dating with intention?
Speaking.
Yeah, but the question was, how do I know if he's dating with intention? But intention is that it's a lot of us. It's a lot of we in the future. And then also, like, just based off of, I don't know, maybe like your actions.
I just asked
If
that.
it shows that you're involving me in things, like, that matters.
Well, I asked that because all the posts are always about men dating with intentions, like that I see. And it's never how do women identify those men. And when I listen to women talk about the dudes that they be around or talking to, I hear more of what y'all say. Oh, he was fine. Or I seen him and he seen me and then he came over. But then it's like, you don't know nothing about him other than what he looked like.
Right.
I mean,
So
but that's just the initial attraction. So if you're dating with intention, that means we're dating. That means we're getting to know each other. We're still in that space of learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it just really depends. I mean, I think when women are like really are younger, like dating with intentions may look different than a woman in her 30s that's
There
really
are no
trying
intentions
Right.
at the younger stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think again, and it's cool to hear them talk because it's like that transition from the first time you're with like somebody in like their age group to like a woman who's like in that 30s and they're in that desperation stage, it's a whole lot different.
We gotta
I'm
stop.
serious.
I know what you mean.
No, I'm not saying don't bleep that shit out. I mean that. I mean
Mature
that.
level.
I mean that. No, desperation
No, they do
stages.
be- no, they-
was
they-
one-
they-
no, it's the truth.
It is kind of true.
It
They
is
hate
true.
hearing that.
Because it's the truth. Because again, women unfortunately are judged in this world and their ability to number one marry and keep that marriage. It's just the facts. Women get scrutinized when they're 38, 39 years old and they're not married. It just happens. It's not fair. I don't agree with it, but people are judged that way. When a woman comes up, she walks in, you're like, you're 40, and be like, yo, are you married? And they're like, no. Do you have kids? No. People look at them like, what the fuck happened to you?
What's wrong with you?
That's just what happens. I don't agree with it. I actually think there's dope people that never get married, but it's unfortunate that society looks at that. And they also look at your ability to stay in your marriage. The first thing, if a woman came here right now and said she'd been divorced 4 times, we'd all have our own like judgment. Like, damn, 4 niggas left.
Like it couldn't have been them all 4 times.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So it's just the way it is. And so when I'm saying desperation stages, I'm saying that women have, since they were little kids, I want to be married by the time I'm 30. I want to have 3 kids. That's their biological clock. So when you're starting to date women like that, their intentions are a little bit more mapped out. Like, I want a man that does this, 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 and this. And then they sit back and they date and they look for this man that's gonna jump through all these hoops or these templates.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit more like a game for them because like they're like, hey, I need to know if you're somebody that wants to have kids. I need to know if you're willing to live with me in a year or so. Like they pressure you differently.
Yeah.
And
They need to hear it. They don't feel like they have the time to let it unfold.
They
The
don't.
question, if you have intentions or how do you like
How do we see them?
Yeah, how do you identify? You know, what
because
I'm saying?
I feel like two different questions got answered just now.
Well, yeah, because Willie, we're in different stages in life, right? So when Willie, if he's dating or whatever the case may be, those women that he's talking to, if they're in the older age demographic, they have different things they want. But to y'all's point, like when you're young, you doing your thing.
And I guess
when you think about that.
And to answer your question, I guess when you first asked me, like to me, intentions has to be like, hey, what's the end in mind?
Yeah.
And I guess when I first heard it was like, okay, should you be dating to find a wife? And when you're dating to find a wife, if that's your end goal, because I do want to get married one day, then that means everybody that I date should align to somebody who could potentially be my wife. That's why the answer is probably no, not right now, because everybody
I'm not trying to get married right now. I'm not
right,
thinking about
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like as you're older, they're trying to say that truly intentions would be anybody that I sleep with, spend my energy and my time with, should be somebody who at least is a potential candidate to be married.
Whatever your end goal.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm saying that no, that's not always the case.
Yeah. Or whatever your end goal is.
Right.
Everybody's end goal is not.
Right. Yeah. And I'm saying like my end goal would be like I don't want to die alone. I don't want to be 70 and not married. Me personally.
Right. No, I agree with that.
My bro wants to be 70 with a harem. A little, what they call it? I don't know. I just wanted to know how women identify guys' intentions.
But if I had to get feedback, I do think that like especially as you get older, that I think women have to identify men with intentions. Kind of what India said. In India, like hit it right at the end is their actions. That's really the truth. Men, you got to judge men, but not off what they fucking say, but what they actually do. Off what they do. And when India said that was the nugget. It's like a man can say anything. A guy will come up to you and talk about we and tell you about we're gonna go to Paris. I could sell you dreams and take the dreams back that I sold you and give it to the other woman. But you got to go off his actions. Like India's right. His actions is what you got to go.
Boris said I sold her a dream.
Yes, and resell it.
Yeah.
Right, but words of affirmation is a love language.
But
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
But to Willie's point, the words mean nothing.
Yeah, you asked her, how does she identify them? And she started saying, I'll be hearing a lot of we. The plans that he's making already have me in them, or I'm starting to see that they do.
Yeah.
You would see that by actions, and also she literally said he's gonna say we a lot. So that's why I picked up on words of affirmation, because we is a word.
Willie gave a gem, that niggas will say what the fuck ever. He might say we because it's date 3 and we ain't fuck yet. He might talk that we shit up because like we might lead to something.
I'm aware of that. I don't like words.
But actions, you know what I mean? We gonna go to Paris and then you on the plane.
Or when that guy really does like move you in and those kind of things. Like those show you the progressions.
I hate when I get into arguments with niggas. And I'm like, look at all I've done.
Yeah.
Fuck all that other shit.
Yeah,
look at what I've actually done.
Yeah. Because there's no advantage of a woman coming to live with you unless you're truly committed
Jesus
and seeing a
Christ.
future. To me.
At all.
There's
to anybody.
Living with a woman is the worst decision you can make. You have
Unless
to
you're fucking for a place to sleep.
No. No, let me tell you why. Because at that point, to me, is like when you decide to live with somebody, that to me is the final stage before marriage. Because now we're every single day, I'm seeing all of you every day. This woman can clock your ins and your outs.
Yeah, but this
your
is
whereabouts.
a lack of privacy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Unless
saying.
you're dicking for a place to sleep.
I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. I'm sorry.
Right,
You're right.
unless it's survival.
I'm saying two reasonable human beings.
Moving into his.
Yeah. Two reasonable human beings. I feel like as a man, when a man invites you into his home and says, "Yo, hey babe, like I want us to live together," that's a progression in the relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
And that to me is more important than the guy saying, "Hey, I would love to move in with you next
Always.
year."
Yeah. 2 years from now.
Yeah, 2 years from now.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna move together."
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you hold that so that the pussy.
Hold on to that
the next
dream.
one.
Then when that 2 years come up, it's like, well, I like where I'm at.
I know exactly.
My
Things
lease
change.
ain't up.
God damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on to this dream while I hold on to your ponytail.
He like, but you just renewed your lease. I thought we were gonna move in together.
Well, my sister's gonna take over the sleep.
All kinds of shit.
Absolutely.
Date with intentions, guys. I mean, I guess.
I
I don't know. If I was single out here, I'd tell you. I would.
But maybe we can say dating so is an intention, and this is not mine. Okay. But maybe your intention as a man may be, I want to see how many
girls
bitches I can slay.
Yeah, I was literally about to say
that's
that.
a thing.
Absolutely.
We know.
And whoever may have those intentions,
I know it's a thing.
That might be dating with intentions.
Now, do you tell her that when you meet her? Like, no, I'm just trying to add bodies.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's something.
No, wait. No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with Lydia. I
not one of
haven't
those.
seen it. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but I've heard of men being like, "Yo, I'm just trying to fuck," and some men are able to pull that off.
I wonder if I've ever pulled off. I'm just trying to fuck.
Y'all could. It's easy.
I know. I've heard it.
No, I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's hard.
Look, Lydia, I've
Get
heard
on
it.
Tinder, swipe 10 bitches, and you'll get one. You'll catch one. It's
Oh yeah,
there's
yeah.
some
That's
freaky
just a law
hoes
of-
out there that are
the
just
average
like,
law of large
Women-
numbers.
No, it's so funny because women, like when you talk to them, the way they make it sound about getting pussy is way easier than how men make it. Like,
Right.
they're like, just tell her you just trying to fuck and nothing else.
They do.
You're like, yo, that cannot work.
You was like, I was back here doing math and science and.
Well, no. And now look, right? This is something I always say. Because women
They're like,
swear.
just tell her. Why you just tell the truth?
Women swear they hate unsolicited dick pics, but we know that men don't do things that don't work.
Right.
A dick
And I've
pic
never
is
sent
a
one, by the way, in my
text
life.
that says,
No,
Totally
different.
against them.
Dick pics. I
Totally
hate
against them.
them.
No,
I totally
everybody.
against
No,
them.
this is the
It's
point.
a turn
though.
off.
Everybody says that, but niggas wouldn't keep sending them if it was such.
I
a
don't know.
turn-off.
Some niggas are dumb.
Ain't sending
I don't know. Some,
Right.
That's a fetish.
Right.
It's a fetish.
To Lydia's point,
It's
if
a
I send
fetish.
my dick to 20 girls and 3 respond,
Your percentage is all right.
I guess.
you're gonna keep doing it.
I can't do it for my own integrity.
I wouldn't do it.
Right.
I'm not sending my dick to nobody. I'm just saying,
right.
women.
And I
I hear
understand what
enough
you're saying.
about them coming to women, like,
right.
yo,